You're watching Ned the Dead and Doc Moreau. Check out their stuff at nedthedead.com.
Welcome to Chiller Theater with Ned the Dead, Dr. Moreau, and Edna the Talking Skull. Tonight, the Wasp Woman. Ladies and gentlemen, Ned the Dead.
Chiller Theater, it's my kind of show. It's a crazy show, it's a happy show. It's our show, you know. You know, a happy show, it is a happy show, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is, it's Chiller Theater, the show you've been watching since you were 4 years old. You're now 86 and you're still drooling and watching. Nah, I don't mean to say that. That's not, I drool. I don't mean to, I never want to be mean. It's a happy show. That's what I'm saying. While we may sometimes poke fun, it's really not. Now, I want to clue you guys in right now with the old spanking the plank here is what we call it. And you can call it whatever you want, but I call it spanking the plank. I do want to tune you in, friends, to the fact that there has been a little game associated with this, and it involves, water, root beer, or whatever it happens to have. Each and every time the plank is spanked, one enjoys some of the water or root beer. A lot of fun, friends. All right, just as much fun is the amazing Doc Moreau's movie lore. It's time now. Roll it, Doc, or what?
The Wasp Woman, a low-budget Roger Corman classic that was almost called The Bee Girl. But the legendary king of kooky cult films decided a wasp would be even more frightening. Anyone who's seen the AMC original series Mad Men about the advertising world in 1960 New York City will find a woman running her own company the same year even more interesting. And yes, everyone smokes. Of course. That woman is played by Susan Cabot, and how ironic is it? Her real name was Helen Shapiro, and here she turns into a wasp. Get it? That's a Jewish name, and she becomes a wasp. Also, like in the Mad Men series, the secretaries are something special. One played by Lynn Cartwright has the most memorable line in the movie.
I got 2 words for you. Drop dead. Twice.
She would go on to play the older version of Gina Davis in A League of Their Own. But the real star of the movie for me is Mary, the secretary played by Barbara Morris. We showcased her in another Corman classic, A Bucket of Blood. Known as the girl with a smile, she left us at a much too tender age. And I always have to wonder what kind of career she might have had if she were just starting out now, with all the movies and TV shows being made today. Oh, just one more footnote for tonight's flick. Try and stay awake for the end of segment 5 for a rare on-screen appearance by director Roger Corman himself, playing an emergency room doctor. Lo, you have beheld the lore. Ned?
There it is, everyone, the fabulous Doc Moreau. He's here because he's the one that gets it about the movies. I don't know if you've noticed. He's the one that knows them, he loves them, he lives them. He is an unusual man in that regard. I think he watches them on a loop. I think he wakes up and they're still on. I think he goes to sleep and they're on. He knows them back and forth, and that's why we love him. He's Doc Moreau. Now, without any further ado, friends, we're heading on to the Wasp Woman. So put on your beekeeper suit and enjoy. You didn't say there was cats in this movie. So what's up here? He's an astronaut? A deep sea diver?
Beekeeper.
Ah, that's exciting.
Maybe the smoke will turn into Barbara Eden.
Yeah.
Now, don't get nasty, my little friend. Your puppy is not going to hurt you one bit. Just relax and sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. And in the morning, you'll find yourselves in your new home. Eh, my pets?
You said this guy's a beekeeper?
Yeah?
He looks like more of a bee taker. Thank God. I thought we were going to have to watch him walk all the way back. Oh, man. Wake me up when the movie finally starts.
Good morning, Doc. What you got there? Harvey, I found some new friends. Listen.
Wasp, you better be careful. They can sting a man to death.
Don't worry, we understand each other. They know who their friend is. They can tell.
Yeah, but they know when you ain't, too.
Nonsense. If you knew about wasps what I know, you'd have no fear of them, my boy. No fear.
Hey, you! Give us a hand here. Hello there, Mr. Barker. Yeah, surprised to see you out here in the field, sir. Now, how are things running at the front office? Smooth as honey, Renfro.
I guess that would be a bee joke.
I guess it would be better if it would be funny.
I see here you turned in over 1,000 pounds of orange blossom honey and 400 of beeswax last month, Renfro. Congratulations. You've made the top of the list again.
Thank you, sir.
Holiday honey needs your kind of man, Renfro. You stay with it, I can see a bright future for you with the company.
Well, I do try to do my best, Mr. Barker. I try to take my inspiration from the bees. Always busy, busy, busy.
Yes. What about this fellow, Dr. Zinthrop?
Zinthrop? Boy, there's a nut. Him and his bees. You know, it wouldn't surprise me someday to see him flapping his arms, taking off after some queen bee with the rest of the drones.
Well, he's paid to do research on royal jelly. Haven't had a progress report from him in a month.
Well, he has a little workshop up there back of the orange grove. Keeps a few colonies.
I suppose I better go up there and take a look. Hey, you! Where's this fellow Zinthrop?
Oh, he's up where the extractor is, up there. Hey. This isn't a honeybee. These are wasps.
Wasps? Who's responsible for this?
Most likely Dr. Zinthrop, sir. I told you he was a crackpot.
Zinthrop, huh? Zinthrop.
Stop that. Stop that.
Zinthrop! Zinthrop! Now look here, Zinthrop. What's all this nonsense about wasps?
I'm so glad you dropped in, Mr. Barker. Mr. Barker, I'm on the verge of a great discovery.
Discovery? What do you mean?
Well, sir, I almost perfected a new method of extracting royal jelly from the queen wasp.
According to my figures, you're better at extracting funds from the company. Now look here, Zinthrop. Over $1,000 last month for miscellaneous.
Yes, I know. But, Mr. Barker, let me just show you something. Just let me show you something. Already I've learned to slow the process of aging. Soon, I shall be able to reverse it entirely.
What are you getting at, Zinthrop?
Look, what do you see?
See a big dog and a little dog.
Let's say an old dog and a young dog.
All right. So what?
Well, they're exactly the same age. You see, the little one, Greta, has been given regular injections of my compound from the queen wasp.
Just like I told you, Mr. Barker.
Now look here, Zinthrop. I understand about science and progress and all that, but you were attained to extract queen bee royal jelly. Now it's a health food, a cosmetic. It's not a miracle drug or an elixir of youth. That sort of thing is impossible.
Oh, but Mr. Parker...
Zinthrop, I'm sorry, Zinthrop, but I'm going to have to let you go. You just don't seem to be one of the team. You understand. Good luck. I'm sure you'll fit in somewhere.
Fit in somewhere.
Uh-oh, what's he thinking?
If it were me, just getting fired, a place that stick would fit in somewhere.
Oh, now, don't worry, my friend. We shall find a home somehow. Oh, but you're sounding fish. I know. It's your babies, huh? They're hungry and they must be fed. Now, how would you like a nice, juicy little caterpillar, huh? You'd like that, wouldn't you? There. Now, you must eat them and be strong because, well, a lot of work to do together. Yes, sir. A lot of work.
Hey, everybody, back on Chiller Theater. Oh, yeah, here we go. Doc, what are you, that was a circuitous route, my friend. What happened there? Is there something, you have to walk at right angles? Is that,
I only got so much space to work with.
He's that tied down that he does everything at right angles. It's a lot of fun, it's a lot of fun when you're next to him in the men's room. Let's just put it that way. You know, he's looking right at you, yet he appears to be going. I don't know how he does that. He's got double jointed, I guess. That's what I guess. And that was not the way to put that. I should probably remove that one from the. I never really thought of the double entendre that occurred there, friends. But again, it's a lot of this. I think we could rename this haphazard theater because some things come out every once in a while that they just fly out. Stop that with them, please. All right, everyone. There we go. Now, you know, one of the things that strikes me early in this movie is who would raise wasps? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could see honeybees. Do you know what I mean? I mean,
wasps.
Yeah, who would raise a wasp? I mean, it's like, honey, why don't we, maybe we should do something and make a little extra money. Oh, yeah, let's raise wasps. Well, that's a real good idea because they produce so much nothing. Why would you raise wasps? I mean, what is the point of what bees I get? They get the honey, it's sweet and delicious, you get to sell it. What would possess a man to raise wasps?
I don't know. I raise them every year and I don't mean to. They live in the feed horn on my big satellite dish. What good are wasps?
You're watching Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
You never know when you'll need a big wagon. And the 1967 American Motors builds big wagons. See them at your American Motors Rambler dealer now.
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
Hey, everybody, back at Chiller Theater. What do you say, Big Doc? Oh, yeah, Doc always be counted on to make marsupial noises. He, his pouch is filled with a juice that can only be described as, I always felt that if I were a marsupial, because you think about the pouch of a marsupial, and it always seems like a kind of a warm, dry, safe place for the little marsupials to go. My pouch, anything involving the hanging of skin on me generally involves kind of a juice or sauce that I believe would be, I think my pouch would become more like an extra bladder filled with a liquid that I'm not even really sure what it's, please. I'm not even sure what the liquid how to describe it, because it has viscosity, yet is relatively clear, and I'm not real sure what it is, but not something you want to get your hands on.
You can hear it sloshing.
Yeah, oh yeah. Sometimes as my pouch really gets, please, don't lean into any area that that you don't know where you're going there, my friend. All right, everybody. Now we got a special look on Chiller Theater Presents. You know, a lot of shows will occasionally clue you into the mysteries that are comprised with making the show. Show kind of how it all works. We're part of that crew. We finally got on the old wagon here, and we're going to show you a little something about behind the scenes at Chiller Theater. Oh. You know, I mean, kind of how things work, who's responsible, because this is a pretty big undertaking. You may think it's just two dudes in front of a ticket booth, 1,000-pound ticket booth, just talking stupid. But in fact, it requires the efforts of an army of people and a lot of electronic gear, a lot of high-level, high-tech people and equipment are used to make this show. So we're going to show you now a little tour behind the scenes at Chiller Theater, and get ready for, this is pretty much the highest tech, the big world. Here it comes. A lot of work goes into creating a television program, but cheap help is hard to find. That's why we hired monkeys to work on Chiller Theater, or chimpanzees to be more precise. I mean, they sent chimps into space, right? I mean, seriously, how hard could it be to teach them to make TV?
Completely contented chimp, he has moved man closer than ever before to his age-old dream of traveling the heavens.
Shh. There are many different jobs here at Chiller Theater. This is Mickey, the show's writer. We heard somewhere that if an infinite number of monkeys are given typewriters, and then given an infinite amount of time to bang away on the keys, they would eventually write history's greatest pieces of literature. So far, Mickey's only turned out a bunch of junk. Of course, the show needs to be edited. Let's meet Charlie, the chimp who cuts everything and puts it together. Well, where the hell is Charlie? He must be out having a smoke break.
Room's been talking about this video pretty much all day long, and I'm sure you folks at home, well, you're probably doing the same. This is Charlie the chimp. Yes, he is smoking a cigarette.
That's all right. Charlie's assistant Marvin can take over. Marvin's only been working here a couple of weeks, but he should be fine. Marvin, what are you doing there? Marvin, be careful with that. Oh, for crying out loud. Well, I suppose most editors do destroy everyone's hard work. We also have a Chiller Theater art and animation department for some reason. Most of these guys are comic book geeks, but Timothy here is a fancy boy. You can tell by his hat. Here's Doc Moreau's intern, Bucky. Bucky can get a little cranky before he's had his morning coffee. But once that caffeine kicks in, he's good to go, or what? Oh, and here's my intern, Kevin. I know they say monkey see, monkey do, but Kevin is starting to creep me out. So that's a look behind the scenes at Chiller Theater. Just remember, you're not the only one who takes directions from a monkey. Not at all. Hey everybody, here we are on Chiller Theater. See, that's not a chimpanzee noise. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It just doesn't. How did you ever learn that one? You know, did you just stumble upon that one day? You just that thing just oozed out, and you discovered that you could make that sound.
Who can say?
Oh well, I don't know. I'm hoping.
No man can say.
You know, the difference between he and I is I realize we have 2 minutes to fill, and therefore something must be said. See, usually on TV, who can say is like on for instance, let's take a look at the Tonight Show. Somebody comes on with Jay, and Jay says, hey, what's been going on in your life? Who can say? Jay looks over at you, they cut to the band, and you're off. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So what we have here is a television
Well, that's
program.
why Carson had Ed McMahon.
Well, but that's why I have you.
You are correct, sir.
At least, kid, that's why I have
up
you.
a few seconds.
Yeah, there we go. Keep eating there, Ed. You know what? There it is. See, that's what I was referring to. I was trying to kind of get you into the part that...
We could do Alpo commercials live, too.
That's a nice... Whatever you want to do, my friend. Go ahead.
Ed and the dog out and
go ahead.
Kill a little time.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. One of these days, I'm going to walk off and just leave him lay for a big 2 minutes and see how that works for him. Then you're going to want to say some stuff, my friend. You know what I mean?
And they're going to have to find those cricket sound effects to roll in.
All right, everybody, let's head to the movie. It's The Wasp Woman. Enjoy yourselves. Roll it, lister. What?
As you can see, gentlemen, sales for the last fiscal quarter have dropped 14.5%. There has not been a corresponding drop in our competitive sales. I trust one of you gentlemen has a satisfactory explanation for this decline. Not one little suggestion, gentlemen. We'll start with you, Thompson. As public relations manager, no doubt you have some faint glimmering of what's happening to Starlin products. Well, Thompson?
Well, you see, I
had no idea you were such an excellent public speaker, Thompson.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Starlin. I guess I'm not feeling very well this morning.
I'm sorry you aren't.
I think I can tell you why Starlin products are falling off so badly, Miss Starlin.
We're listening, Lane. Where would you put the responsibility for this decline?
On you, Miss Starlin.
I imagine you have arguments to support that contention.
We've all been looking at it for the past 20 minutes. The most convincing argument is right on that graph. May I show you? Thank you. Now, right here in April is when Starlin sales started falling off.
Very clever of you, Lane.
Would you mind waiting until I finish, Miss Starlin?
That's enough, Lane.
Relax, Willis. My apologies for the interruption.
Thank you. Now, as I said, sales began to fall in April. But the reason for the fall was back here in February.
The fall? Back in February?
Yeah, this daylight savings time thing is really getting out of hand.
Yes.
The Starlin products have always been thought of as something of a modern miracle in the cosmetics trade. A firm built to a multi-million-dollar-a-year business on the strength and appeal of one person, Janice Starlin. From the beginning, right through until February of this year, only one woman's face was used to advertise those products. Your face, Miss Starlin. The public have come to accept you as a symbol. Well, now, after 16 years, they see a different face. They don't trust it. They feel cheated. The simple fact is that Starlin Cosmetics should have Janice Starlin's picture advertising them. Well, that's about all I've got to say.
A darn good job of saying it, too. I agree. Lane makes a lot of sense on that score, Miss Starlin.
I think I've had enough flattery for one morning, gentlemen. It was a very convincing argument, Lane.
There's a Mr. Zinthrop to see Miss
There's
Starlin.
only one small factor you've overlooked. Not even Janice Starlin can remain a glamour girl forever.
Miss Starlin.
Yes, Mary.
There's a Mr. Zinthrop in reception. He says he has an appointment.
Thank you. Well, this has been a very informative get-together. That'll be all for now. Oh, Arthur.
Yes, Miss Starlin.
I'd like to see you in my office, please.
Sure, Miss Starlin. Take it easy, hotshot.
Something on your mind, Miss Starlin?
You've done some work on Royal Jelly, haven't you?
A little.
I'm more familiar with Royal Jello Wrestling Night at the club.
Are there any real therapeutic values in it?
Well, I'd say so. Of course, a lot depends on each individual's reaction to the stuff.
What do you mean?
It's just that no two people reacted precisely the same way. One man's meat's another man's poison.
Oh. But you think Royal Jelly can be beneficial in some cases.
Queen bees set a lot of store by it.
I'll accept that as an affirmative answer. Supposing a more powerful form of royal jelly could be obtained, from the queen wasp, for example. I mean, well, do you suppose that might have some rejuvenating effect on a human being?
I'd stay away from wasps if I were you, Miss Starlin. Socially, the queen wasp is on level with the black widow spider. They're both carnivorous. They paralyze their victims and then take their time devouring them alive. They kill their mates in the same way, too. Strictly a one-sided romance.
Well, I'm not exactly interested in the love life of the queen wasp. I want your opinion on the possibilities of using enzyme extracts from royal wasp jelly, commercially.
Well, if you want an honest opinion, Miss Starlin,
Of course I want an honest opinion.
then my advice is forget about it.
Thank you, Arthur.
Anytime, Miss Starlin.
Have Mr. Zinthrop come in.
Yes, Miss Starlin. You can go in now, sir.
Oh. Oh, come.
Janice Starlin Enterprises.
Miss Starlin?
Yes. How do you do? I'm afraid I won't be able to give you much time, Mr. Zinthrop.
But it is I who give you the time, Miss Starlin. Oh, yes. Plenty of time I give you. 10, maybe 15 years I give you.
I want you to understand one thing very clearly, Mr. Zinthrop. I expect absolute proof of what you claimed in your letter. Tangible proof, not words.
Such proof you shall get, madame, and more. But I think I better show you in the laboratory, yes?
All right.
Look.
They look terrible. Why don't you put them out of their misery?
Madame, you ask for proof. Please be kind enough to look at proof you ask for. May I proceed? Thank you. Come.
What's he doing to that poor little shrew? Relax. It can be very therapeutic to poke the shrew once in a while. Know what I mean?
Doc, you wild dog, you. Oh.
In a few minutes, madame, you shall see a miracle you shall not believe. Oh, no tricks. You may look if you like. I have no tricks. Well, don't look at me. I'm not changing.
Don't believe it. It's not possible.
I see you do not believe one animal, so I bring two. I show you again, yes?
Yes, I must be sure.
Yes, madame.
He's gonna poke the shrew again.
He's pretty feisty for an old guy.
Miss Starlin, does my secret have interest for you, yes?
What are your terms, Mr. Zinthrop?
First, I must have a laboratory equipped with everything I need for my research. If we're successful, well, I ask for a little percentage. But I must get full credit for my discovery. That is most important to me.
I'll have Gordon draw up the contract.
Oh, contracts. I do not need to give me your word. Good enough for me.
You amaze me. Frankly, when I received your letter, I thought you were just another eccentric. But there was always a chance you might not be. Then you walk in here and show me nothing short of a miracle. 2 miracles. And you say that you'll accept my word that I won't cheat you.
You won't. I know you're a good woman, even if you do not like other people to know it. However, my formula may not be good for human beings. I have not tested yet.
You will on me.
Oh, no. There might be danger.
Those are my terms, Mr. Zinthrop. Janice Starlin will be your next guinea pig.
Very well. Though it may take a little time to prepare sufficient extract. A week, maybe more.
I'll make whatever arrangements you may need for your equipment.
Thank you, madame. Now I see how you built all this.
I'm very close to losing it, Mr. Zinthrop. Maybe working together we can save Janice Starlin Enterprises. Maybe even make it bigger than ever before.
Yes. Oh, yes.
All right, here we are at Chiller Theater. He's got the clipboard
That
out,
was
so it must be
interesting.
something important.
Janice says, maybe make it bigger than ever before. You know, I get a lot of emails along those lines. Do you? 'Cause I don't know what they refer to.
Who can say?
Who can say?
Sorry about that. See?
No man
How does that
can
feel?
say.
How does that who can say
Yeah,
deal? That
bounce
doesn't feel
off
like
that.
does it?
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Play off of that.
Here, hold on. Who can say?
Play off of that. Bounce that right off of that. Yeah.
He doesn't like it when I walk off. I can tell by his body language he's frightened. All right, friends.
I wish I could make crickets.
Hey, they had royal wasp jelly in this one. Now, I don't know about you. You know, it's funny because, you know, when you go out to breakfast, you know, I got all the jam and jelly. You get to look at me. I'm a man who enjoys his jam, if you know what I'm saying. And so therefore, you know, I'm an aficionado of jams and jellies. Yet you go out and you get the horrible little jellies in the little plastic container there, the one that is mixed fruit, which is basically whatever's at the bottom of the thing. Yet that is so delicious. It's something about it that just rules the world. I'll tell you, man, to me, whole wheat toast with that horrible, about 4 of those on there, that is better than royal wasp jelly. Get back.
You're watching Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
Is it. Enemy troops attacking from all sides. Situation calls for the gigantic power-packed missile cannon on wheels. This is Big Shot. Big Shot by Marx. Mounted on its huge 6-wheel truck, you can move Big Shot anywhere. Loaded with these long-range rubber-tipped missiles. Set the cap-firing hammer. Swing Big Shot's barrel with this remote control switch. The remote control elevation knob raises and lowers the barrel.
Take it down to elevation 4. There's the target.
Ready, fire!
Wow, direct hit!
Battery-powered Big Shot comes complete with 3 rubber-tipped missiles, caps, and enemy target. Batteries not included. You're in command with the gigantic power-packed missile cannon on wheels. Bargain-priced Big Shot by Marx. Get it.
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
Ned reads the bell! Ned reads the bell! Ned reads the bell!
Hey, everybody, welcome to Chiller Theater. Letters. We get letters, and the letters that we love to enjoy. I like that. The tremolo. The tremolo. It's like a trip to Don Poe's Organ Center, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you what, Don knew how to make that organ make different noises. I thought that was pretty neat. You know, because, you know, a lot of people don't get the full value out of the organ. They don't realize that the organ has so many more abilities than one would traditionally think. You know, so if you play the organ, a lot of people just play it and play the organ. Yet some people master the organ and they get it to really do what it is, what it was supposed to do, which was to be something that just makes you feel good. I mean, it's, the organ, hence why it is used in so many events, because the organ kind of transcends music into something that it's more than just music. To me, the organ, appropriately manipulated, I think the organ can be a spectacular thing. All right, here we go, my friend. Now, here we go. This one's for you, buddy. Here we go.
Huh.
All right, this is from Dr. Ernie, and this says, Dear Dr. Moreau, I detect that you are wearing a toupee and are hiding the shame of male pattern baldness. Fear not, a cure is at hand. The reason you are bald is that your body hair is literally robbing your scalp hair of its nutrients, which is true because you got some body hair, don't you there, Doc?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you got, how much hair do you have on your back there, my pelted friend? My beaver-like companion. How much, do you have any back hair at all? Oh, yeah, a little bit of back hair. All right. Inside is my simple solution for regrowing hair that has worked for all who've used it. But do not apply this solution to your head. Rather, you need to first remove all your body hair by the roots using a pair of tweezers. Then apply my solution once a day all over your new smooth body. Again, a good friend may help. What is that? What do you think that tell you what, he and I are pals and everything. The day that I cultivate his body hair and in any way manipulate his body hair, and I think that's what you're getting at, Dr. Ernie. I hope it's not. But all right, you'll see my solution prevents body hair from returning, allows nutrients to flow to your scalp, and you'll regrow your scalp hair. Now, the sad fact is that Doc is not willing to utilize this product, are you, Doc? I, on the other hand, friends, I am willing to utilize the product. Now, here is what I have done. I have gone ahead and I have purged my body of all body hair. Here, let's see if we can pull one of those, bad the peps out. I like to show the pepperonis every once in a while, in case you guys are hungry. Boy, it's like, I hear the phone ringing off the wall over at Pizza Hut right now. Boy, I suddenly have a hankering for a pepperoni special there after Ned flopped out the man. All right, so now, see, here we go. So what I'm going to do is apply a little bit of this stuff, and then we're going to see what happens here. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Now we'll go ahead and liberally kind of sprinkle some of that. Oh, hey. Only kidding. Sorry about that. All right, a little of that. Let's go ahead. There we go, a little bit more. And how much time do we have out there, boys? Thanks. Yeah, all right, 30 more seconds of this ridiculous. All right, have I shown the peps at all yet? All right, friends, here we go. Then we're going to see what happens here when we come back and see if it has added to my already prosperous head of hair, since Doc, of course, not willing to experiment, and I, sadly, the product of a lifelong experimentation. All right, here we go, everyone. Now, if you want to send us stuff like Dr. Ernie, medical experiments, stuff you have in your basement, letters, cards, whatever it is you want, send them to Chiller Theater, P.O. Box 22404, Green Bay. All right, a little more spirited here, boys. Green Bay. 54305. Send it, and we'll see what happens. Let's get to the movie, or what?
I'm sure the next 3 months we'll see a rise in Starlin sales that will surpass anything we've dared imagine. Mr. Zinthrop is working on the final stages of the development that will revolutionize the cosmetic industry. He's to have a free hand in his experiments and will be answerable to no one but myself. At the moment, I cannot divulge the nature of Mr. Zinthrop's experiments, but I can assure you it will bring worldwide recognition to Janice Starlin Enterprises.
The granddaddy of all confidence men to taking a gal like Starlin. Why doesn't somebody wise her up?
Like you, for instance? Bill, what makes you think Zinthrop really isn't on the level? After all, we don't even know what he's working on. It could be very legitimate.
You're as bad as she is. Oh, women.
Men. Every time you're stuck for an answer, you always come up with women. You're not getting out of this one so easily. I'd like to know why you think Zinthrop really hasn't got something.
Well, you can call it male intuition if you like. It's just that there's something about this whole business that doesn't smell right.
That's from all the smoking that goes on at this business.
Arthur's pipe smoke alone.
The private laboratory, the secret experiments, Zinthrop himself. The only thing that's missing is a genie with a lamp.
He wants to see Jeannie, too.
And we'd both like to see Barbara Morris in a genie costume.
Down, Doc, down, down.
Hey, little Billy and Mary, you kids go to bed.
You better leave the intuition to me. I'll let you buy me dinner.
Buy you dinner? What's happened to your sporting blood? I thought we were going to toss for the check.
Oh, no. You won the last 3 times.
All right, look, I'll make a deal with you. Dinner is on me if you promise to keep an eye on what goes on in there.
What do you want me to do? Read her mail and send you messages and keep the code?
You could do worse.
Oh, no, Mr. Cooper, not you, too.
I've been trying to tell Bright Eyes here that I think Zinthrop is a phony and a confidence man.
If I were sure of that, I wouldn't be worried. I think he's a lot more dangerous. A quack.
Well, I don't follow you, Coop.
Well, a confidence man would just be interested in your money. The only damage they can do is to your pocketbook. A quack can be fatal.
So I says to him, I says, listen, Ivy, I'm getting sick of this TV every night. I mean, you know, we can do the same thing in a nightclub. Well, almost. Good morning. Janice Starlin, Enterprises. I got 2 words for you. Drop dead. Twice.
Wait, that's 3 words.
No, that's actually 4 words. Drop dead, drop dead.
Irving calls me to tell me Dr. Cyclops is on Channel 9 tonight. Crust. I've seen it twice already.
You should show Dr. Cyclops. You don't want to know how many times I've seen the Wasp Woman.
Yeah, go poke the shrew.
Good morning. Is Miss Starlin in her office now?
Miss Starlin's in conference. Would you like to speak to her secretary?
Oh, no. Just say to Miss Starlin I should like to see her when she has time, huh?
Yes. Was there something else, Mr. Zinthrop?
No. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
What was that all about?
Guess he's thinking he should have asked Miss Starlin for a secretary of his own.
Well, he's been poking the shrew too much.
What a character. A regular 2-eyed Dr. Cyclops.
Even the bow.
Good morning. May I see Miss Zardling, please? He's a real weirdie. Wonder what his game is.
Who cares?
You know, Morton thinks he's a crackpot. I heard him telling Cooper so. Old Bug Eyes really has the execs worried.
About what?
That's just it. They don't know.
Oh. So anyway, back to Irving.
Good morning, Miss Darling. Good morning.
Good morning. I couldn't get away any sooner. Is it important?
Miss Darling, do you remember the big cat I showed you last week? No?
What about it?
Well, I want you to look at him. Come.
No.
Quite a difference, yes?
That's incredible. The same mark.
A cat.
You're young again. Can you realize what that means? You're a kitten again. Your whole life to live over. How does it feel?
I think perhaps you'll be able to find out for yourself, Miss Darling. Today will be your first injection. Come.
Yes, I've grown a horrible shrew. Dr. Ernie, what were you talking about? Look at it. Look at the shrew. Dr. Ernie, in a crude, horrible experiment, Dr. Ernie sent the stuff that was supposed to create Doc Moreau's growing hair, and instead, I've grown a horrible body shrew.
He does have very fine hair.
Yes,
I must say.
All right, everybody, I can live with that. Actually, that is not a bad look for me, and it has kind of a nice feeling. It's really something about having an extra mouth that makes me very popular. You know what I'm saying? I gotta believe that, if you're gonna be born with two of anything, you know what I mean? There's a couple of choices. I know guys, pretty much one choice for a guy, I'm guessing. But, I think two mouths would be interesting because you could pretty much, you could talk big time. You could talk to yourself, which would be kind of neat. You could, have a little singing group without having to pay an extra performer. And you'd be, let's just say there's a popularity factor that'd be interesting. Don't you think, Doc? Ooh. Can I nibble you for a minute? May I go ahead and just give you a couple of small upsetting nibbles? Let me just say that was a very unfortunate scene there. All right, everybody, what we're going to do now, we're going to go... Sorry about that. All right, friends, we're going to go now watch some stuff.
You're watching Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
Mother and daughter. Hard to believe Mrs. Cast is 21 years older. She's so slim and trim. The reason? Exercise and the right kind of foods, like this. A post-grape nuts breakfast, the light kind of breakfast that fills you up, but not out. And only grape nuts have these crunchy nuggets bursting with nut sweet flavor. So try a post-grape nuts breakfast. It fills you up, but not out.
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to Chiller. Would you stop that? Dude, for the last few weeks, you're starting to freak me out with that deal. I mean, have you had, is there some...
I must have acquired some sensitivity
to
loud noises.
No, what I think it is that 8-hour, what is it called again? 7-hour energy thing you've been doing?
Yeah.
I think ever since you started those things, all of a sudden you startle easily.
Maybe.
Well, I like how that, what is it called? It's like, a 13-hour energy salve? Isn't that what you use? An actual
salve.
Well, see, I think that more things should be in salve form. I don't know. Young people probably don't even know what salve is.
Yeah.
But see, to me,
in the old days, you didn't take a pill. You slapped on a poultice.
You rubbed on a salve. One of my favorites in the old days I thought was neat for kids was Aspergum. Because what you did was take something that children should never have and put it in the form of gum. The delicious, tasty gum, which my mom used to give me on a regular basis. Hence this.
Accounting on line 3.
What is it, Gleason? I sent you a memo. Mr. Zinthrop has carte blanche to order anything he requires.
It is no concern of yours, Gleason.
Make out a check for the full amount.
Sue? Mary. Can I talk to Mr. Lane a minute? Bill? Hey, listen. Gleason just got a bill for $2,300. Zinthrop. Enzyme extract.
Yes, we are making progress. There's great improvement in the tissue.
Why is it taking so long? It's the 3rd week.
You forget, my dear, there's more to you than a little kitten, no? Besides, there's a difference in metabolism.
Why not increase the dosage? Wouldn't that step up the process?
Patience, my dear, patience. We must tread lightly, with care, your arm, please. I've been experimenting with a concentrated solution of the enzymes. Oh, a great deal more powerful than the solution I've been using in your injection.
Oh?
Yes. And I think it will be better for lotions. As an emollient lotion, it'll make estrogenic creams and all such products old-fashioned. My dear, Starlin will be world famous, bringing youth to millions.
You're right, Zinthrop. There are going to be a few red faces in my advertising department.
But I am right. Why, your own mirror will tell you that I am right. Why, you look at least 5 years younger than you looked 3 weeks ago.
I know.
Oh, what's going on here?
Someone's going through someone's drawers.
Ooh.
Doc, don't make me turn the hose on you.
Will you let me talk to Bill a minute, Sue? Thanks. Bill, I think I've got it. Yeah, I'm a nervous wreck. At lunch.
You'll have to translate for me, Coop. I'm not very good at that technical stuff.
Pseudo-technical. Now, Mr. Zinthrop is a very capable confidence man from what I read in this letter. He claims he can stimulate the processes of rejuvenation through the use of enzymes extracted from wasps.
Oh,
Well, what are you two Sherlocks going to do about it?
Right now, I don't know.
frankly, I'm getting tired of the whole business. That woman's so intent on holding back time, she's ready to fall for the first phony line she hears. Wasps.
Bill.
Face the facts, Mary. Janice Starlin has built her whole life on youth and beauty. Now that she's losing them, she's scared to death. Right now, she's on cloud 9 with that quack Zinthrop that I'd hate to be around when she comes back down to earth.
Well, maybe we can let her down easy. I think we owe her that much.
Yeah. What are we going to do? We can't just let Zinthrop build up her hopes and then knock the props out from under her.
How can he do such a terrible thing? Poor Jan. There must be something we can do before it's too late.
He's got a mighty convincing argument. Very impressive to the layman. 10 to 1, he's got a record just as impressive.
Ooh.
What now?
Arthur keeps putting his lit pipe in his left breast pocket.
Well, that would be rough on one's nippular area, wouldn't it?
There are ways to find out. The answer might be right here in our hands. Ed. I'm going to keep this letter for a day or two.
Wait a minute. Suppose she finds out it's gone. I'm the only one with access to that desk. She'll know I took it.
Well, that's a chance you have to take, Mary.
I think we can be pretty sure that Coop knows what he's doing, honey.
Oh, come on, young lovers.
She's already looking like a wasp.
What do you mean, Doc?
The rounded thorax, the slender petiole, the shapely abdomen.
Hot stuff.
jonesing for the jelly. She's a jelly junkie.
What is it, Maureen?
It is you, Miss Starlin.
Of course it's me. Who did you think it was?
You look so different.
Finish your nail. Maureen. I think your phone is ringing.
Oh. Yes, Miss Starlin. Good morning. Janice Starlin, Enterprises.
Gentlemen, Janice Starlin Enterprises is about to start on the most widespread publicity campaign in the history of the cosmetic industry. Our slogan will be, Return to Youth with Janice Starlin. When Mr. Zinthrop arrives, there will be a press interview, and all questions regarding the rejuvenation process will be referred to him. That'll be all for now, gentlemen.
It's amazing.
Oh, it's wonderful.
You look marvelous.
I said that will be all for now, gentlemen. Good morning. Oh, not you, Mary. Wait a moment, please.
Yes, Miss Starlin.
Isn't it wonderful? It's a miracle. A wonderful, incredible miracle.
We're so worried about you. We really thought you were in danger.
We even went to plotting how to rescue you from Mr. Zinthrop.
It all seems so silly. It seems ridiculous.
Oh, Mary. Mary, how old do I look? Tell me. How old? How old do I look? Tell me. How old?
23, maybe 22.
That's how old I was when I started Janice Starlin Enterprises. Do you realize what that means? I'm back where I started, 18 years ago, with what it took 18 years to accomplish. It's like a dream.
Hey, friends, we're back on Chiller Theater. So, one of the members of our fine crew said, hey, wouldn't it be neat if they had Ben Gay gum? What? You know, have you ever had, I think every guy out there, ladies, I'm going to turn you on to a little guy thing right here. I don't think there's a guy who walks the face of the earth who hasn't, as a young man, you know, you're out being athletic and sometimes your legs hurt or whatever. And in the old days, you used to use Ben Gay, and nowadays it's Icy Hot or whatever it is, right? I don't think there's a guy among us who didn't have some leg pain or whatever, slapped on a little of that stuff, and made unintentional contact with the lower region with that product. Let me say, and I know every dude that's watching this is going, I remember that. Let's just say that's something you only do once. And I tell you what, I could have upper leg pain that would make me cry, and the day that I open a tube of Ben Gay or Icy Hot for that purpose, not likely.
Also, friends, we're going to go back for more Super Circus. Now we get to see elephants shaving each other. Well, after that, there's not really much more for us to do. Our work's done, everybody. Let's go watch the elephants.
Well, hello again, all you wonderful people. Hey, are you ready for some more Super Circus fun? Hey, that's not bad, and I'm glad because we've got more Super Circus fun for you right now.
Here they are, Miller's and Woodcock's wonderful elephants. Here they come. Here's one of the most amazing of the elephantine tricks. This huge animal, Lydia, actually rolls the barrel. This is even difficult for small dogs to do. Even Jinx the super chimp has trouble with this one. But watch Lydia. And now watch Annie Mae. Trip the light fantastic to a fancy South American beat. Hey, she just the right amount of shimmy and shake, too, I'll have you know. Okay, Annie Mae, let's beat the gong around a little bit more. I guess that's kick the gong, isn't it? And now, boys and girls, here's one of Circusdum's most hilarious features, an elephant barber shop, I'll have you know. Lydia is the customer, and Anna Mae the barber. Apparently in Africa, lady elephants get shaved. That's a girl. Let's get it all over your buddy there. That's the way. That's the way. No, Lydia, don't eat it. No, now, honey, leave it up there. My gracious sakes. Got a few whiskers left there, Annie Mae, on the... That's the spirit. Oh, Lydia goes right back to eating the cream. Well, now we'll have to wash it all off.
You're watching Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
Coffee?
That's another funny joke.
Oh, Mrs. Olson, I just can't make good coffee.
Julie, good coffee is no problem with Folgers.
Folgers?
Folgers is mountain grown, the richest kind. You try it.
This coffee is great. What'd you do?
I finally found the right coffee. Folgers.
Try Folgers, mountain grown for better flavor.
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Chiller Theater. We're back in Stock Moreau. I'm the unusual Ned the Dead. Hey, coming up in the next segment, something, anytime cat is involved, as you know, I'm always happy. You know what I'm saying? Life can go through, things can be going poorly, trials and tribulations, but when cat is involved, it usually perks me right up. And we got some cat wrestling coming up, which is a lot of fun, isn't it?
Well, actually, I don't know. There's only one cat involved.
I know.
So it's more of a cat attack.
Well, it can't attack, can't wrestle. It's good, though. Let's put it, it has cat in it. Also, we're going to uncover the lost art of the xylophone. Again, I don't know. Like in school chorus and stuff, do they have the xylophone anymore? Or the vibes, they used to call them? I think that's a different
deal now, I guess, the
vibraphone.
vibes. But didn't they, you'll see, if you don't know what a xylophone is, it's that neat little thing that you play with those little balls on sticks, cotton balls on the end of a pencil, ding, 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 and it's neat stuff. Coming up, cats and xylophone.
Attack!
Years ago, a bunch of quacks were treating people with monkey glands. Seemed to work for a while. And then the deterioration set in.
That's awful. Do you think that will happen to Jan?
I don't know. If I could just get inside of his lab and run a breakdown on what he's using.
Wait for it, he just took the pipe out of his mouth.
Right in the old asbestos pocket.
Mr. Zinthrop! Mr. Zinthrop? Mr. Zinthrop? I want you to find him, Mr. Hellman. I don't care what it costs.
We'll find him, all right. Sooner or later, we find them all.
Time is vital, Mr. Hellman. Every hour he's gone,
It needs more than you can possibly imagine.
Well, you haven't given me very much to go on. No home address, no former employer, no phone. This is just like starting from scratch.
Mr. Zinthrop wasn't a conventional employee. He didn't go through regular personnel.
Uh-huh. You say he came here about a month ago. Well, how did he come here, Miss Starlin? He just didn't walk in off the street, did he?
The letter. Right here in my drawer.
Maybe, one of the other drawers.
So that's what she meant.
What who meant? Miss Starlin. The letter's been taken, and you think you know who took it, is that right?
My secretary, Miss Dennison.
You got her address handy?
Her phone number.
It might be better if I busted in on her cold. This way she'll have a chance to prepare a story.
I know what I'm doing.
All right.
Mary? Janice Starlin.
But before I went to lunch, I made a duplicate copy of Mr. Zintrop's letter. I was going to take that one to Bill and Mr. Cooper at first, but then I thought that the original would be better.
Have you got the copy?
Yes, it's in my desk.
Get that copy, Miss Dennison.
946 West 73rd Street, Manhattan. Yeah, that's right. Get right on it, Jerry, and check back with me as soon as you can.
What, Mr. Zinthrop might be trying to work some kind of a confidence scheme on you, Miss Starlin. We only did that to protect you. I'm terribly sorry.
That's all right, Mary. I probably would have done the same thing if I were in your place.
It's all right with you, Miss Starlin. I'd like to have that Lane and Cooper down here. They might have come up with something that Miss Dennison doesn't know about.
You're right. We can't afford to overlook anything.
Shall I call him?
Please, Mary.
Here it is, kids. We know all you Roger Corman fans have been waiting for this.
Time for the horrible flute and xylophone stylings of composer Fred Katz.
Enjoy yourself.
That's over.
Yeah, I'm told they play that really loud all day long at Guantanamo.
Yeah. Oh. You're sure he's our boy? Uh-huh.
Is he?
Central emergency. Mm-hmm. Right. Well, it looks like we've got him. There's a John Doe down at Central Emergency, auto accident. There's no identification on him, but he was wearing a lab smock and filled Zinthrop's description.
Mary, get my coat and Lane, get a cab downstairs. You badly hurt?
Head injury, general contusions of the body. He's had a severe injury and there's definite brain damage. Just how much, we can't tell as yet.
How long before you'll know?
It's hard to say, Miss Starlin.
Who's the best man for this kind of injury?
Well, there's several top specialists.
Get the best. I'll take full responsibility for the expenses.
Yes, Miss Starlin.
Hey, everybody, what do you think, Doc?
Dr. Zinthrop there.
Oh.
The same thing happened to Bela Lugosi in Plan 9 from Outer Space.
No.
He walked off the frame and you heard the horrible screeching car brakes.
Yeah.
And
see you later, bye.
Boom. It's a classic.
Just a little more xylophone.
It's a classic.
Hey, more xylophone. Yeah. You know, again, it's a lost art, everybody, and it's just something that I love. A kind of a little special cultural icon that we deliver to you right now.
Yep.
Again, more xylophone.
You're watching Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
When Hunt's makes catsup, we let the tomatoes do the talking.
Well, they put over 2 pounds of us in every bottle. Tell them, Sam. Hunts thinks that all us tomatoes are what makes their catsup special. Hear, hear. Of course, one brand talks about thickness and uses extra sugar. Is that good? Another brand talks about pineapple vinegar, but it uses less tomatoes than Hunt's. Imagine how us tomatoes feel. But Hunt's catsup is the catsup with the real tomato taste. Hear, hear.
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
Ooh. Okay, yeah. Folks who are fans of the...
I'm going to do what you do while I'm talking. Go right ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, well, Bruno Vasota is coming up. We know him from Attack of the Giant Leeches. Big Fat Dave with the hot wife. He's got a cameo coming up, so you want to stay awake for that. But don't be blinking your eyes because it's real fast, okay? So stay awake. Keep them open. Keep the peepers open. What are you doing, man? What are you about? What are you...
Don't look at me. Go. Don't.
You're gesticulating. You're emoting. You're playing charades. You're a oh.
All right, fine. Dude, you stop. Don't ever stop till it's over.
Seriously.
God, you've been on TV forever. Dude,
Seriously.
don't ever stop till
me out.
I know, but you know, when he holds up the hand, it's over.
That's what it's like.
Stop.
That's what it's like when people are doing things behind you.
No, you know, people say, that anybody could do that. You try it one time, okay? Try and keep it rolling for a couple of hours one time.
Seriously.
I don't know, Arthur. I think it best we wait.
It's been 3 days since the accident, Jan. And no sign of improvement. He's still in a coma. You heard what the doctor said. He may never regain consciousness. And even if he does, who knows how badly his brain has been damaged.
Well, I'll give it another 48 hours. If he doesn't regain consciousness by then, well, you can take over the laboratory, Arthur.
Janice.
It's my decision.
Oh, what's she gonna do now?
None of your beeswax.
That's actually wasp's wax.
Mommy needs a little pick-me-up.
Incredible. Right in front of our noses. I can't have used it all. I could run a qualitative analysis.
Wow, he's in a hurry. He left his pipe behind.
Or his nipple needs a timeout.
what is it, Mary?
Is there anything I can do?
Yes. Is Mr. Zinthrop's room ready?
Uh-huh. The nurse is fixing the emergency equipment now, and the ambulance is due any minute.
Be sure to let me know when it arrives. Oh, Mary, please, before you go, could you see if you could work that thing?
Well, first you got to be sure you put batteries in it.
No, doofus, not that thing.
Oh, sure. I've seen lots of these.
Simple enough. That'll be all, Mary. Thank you. We've had a room especially made over for you, Mr. Zinthrop. And Miss Warren has a room adjoining yours, so there'll be someone near you at all times.
Thank you. Thank you.
When you're feeling better, Mr. Zinthrop, there are a few things I'd like to discuss with you.
Good, good.
We'll do everything we can to make you comfortable, Mr. Zinthrop. Our guidance light's here in my office. So if anything develops, I'll be on hand.
Thank you. Thank you. Stop. Only there's something. I must tell you. Something important. But I cannot remember.
I'm sure it can wait. Right now, the main thing is to get you back to health. Take good care of him, Miss Warren.
Yes, Miss Starlin.
Sure is funny about old Coop.
This is one day of work and you're ready to call missing person.
Well, he's a pretty conscientious guy, honey. If he felt sick or something, he'd have called in.
Relax. He'll probably be in bright and chipper in the morning.
Interrupting something?
Oh, we were just having a little coffee clutch, Miss Starlin. We were talking about Mr. Cooper.
What about Mr. Cooper?
Well, about his missing the meeting this morning. Nobody's been able to reach him all day.
I wouldn't worry about that. Mr. Cooper's been here a long time. Probably feels he's entitled to take a day for himself now and then.
That's what I've been trying to tell Mr. Lane.
Oh, by the way, Miss Starlin, how is Mr. Zinthrop?
Oh, fine. In a few days, we'll start the layouts for the campaign.
Oh, I'm ready when you are, boss.
Look this over.
Hey, Bill.
Huh?
Don't go getting any ideas about the boss.
For me? Don't be silly. I just wanted to know that I'm an eager member of the team. Still, she is looking a lot younger these days, isn't she? You think Zinthrop would give you any of those treatments? You know, break the lunch or something?
Here in Gino, there's two.
Lie down now. Go to sleep.
Such horrible sound. Like a nightmare.
It's a bad dream. Lie down.
Tell Mr. Green that personnel is his responsibility. I have other things to think about than worrying whether the night watchman walked off the job.
Well, that's just it, Miss Starlin. Mr. Green feels that the watchman never left the building. His lunch pail and his raincoat are still in the basement.
I never liked the term lunch pail. I prefer lunch bucket.
Oh, that is better. I prefer gut bucket.
I don't want to hear anything more about it, Mary.
All right, Miss Starlin.
We'll use these.
She swears she heard a scream from one of the other floors. Zinthrop heard it too, but she convinced him he was having a bad dream.
Oh, maybe they both were.
It's not funny anymore, Mary. There's something going on in that building. And I'm going to find out what it is.
How?
Have a look around Cooper's lab, for one thing. After that, I don't know.
Hey, everybody, Chiller Theater. Yo, 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 my friend. What do
There
you
he
think?
was, Bruno Vasoda.
Oh, Bruno Vasoda.
Bruno Vasoda. Not for long, but
yeah.
in there.
He's from Hibbing, isn't he? The
Hibbing?
Minnesota Vasoda? Sorry, I got him there.
Wow.
I tell you what, oh yeah, you can't.
Minnesota.
You can't, you give him. I had walleye on a stick one time at Mall of America. It's one of the best damn things I've ever had in my whole life. Seriously. Well, it was cooked, though. I mean, it wasn't just like speared and eaten raw. But oh my goodness, a delight. A tremendous delight. All right, everybody, let's rock.
You're watching Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
Does my antiperspirant keep me dry? No, sir. You don't do what I do and stay dry.
If your antiperspirant doesn't do what you hired it to, fire yours and hire ours. Right Guard antiperspirant. Get the drying agent that really helps keep you dry. Stops odor, too.
Well, it depends on the day. On easy days, I'm dry, but on days like today, forget it.
Then fire yours and hire ours. Ours is Right Guard.
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
Hey, everybody, Chiller Theater. Here we are. What do you think there, Stingus?
Oh, I'm loving this. I got Barbara Morris.
Oh.
Susan Cabot.
Barbara Morris.
Yeah.
I know, man.
Barbara Morris.
No, it's all nice. All right, here we go, my friend. Now, next week's movie is...
The Brainiac.
It is, in fact, The Brainiac.
Oh, it's a classic. It's one of our favorites. We know there are people out there that love this movie, that watch it when we have it on.
Well, here's what happened. So I get a lot of letters, I get a lot of emails. Well, I get an email from this guy, and very kind as always, and he says, Ned, love your show, watched it when I was a kid, whatever. And, again, people always ask us for movies. That's the number one thing. And it's usually, can you show, Jaws, or can you show Alien, or can you show Last House on the Left, or whatever. Movies that, of course, is, any movie other than a movie we already have is a movie we can't show, sadly, because our budget, of course, is into negative. We actually pay to do this. So, basically we can always have to say, well, I'm sorry. Well, the dude writes and he says, Ned, there's this movie that I really wanted to see. I wish we could show it. Could you possibly ever find it in your way to get The Brainiac on? And we're like, we have the movie. So here it is. We get to actually show something that someone wants. Wow. But we love it too, right? It's got that same dude in it.
It's a classic. Abel Salazar.
Abel Salazar. I am Abel Salazar. I am Salazar. All right, everybody, let's go groove on the conclusion of The Wasp Woman. We're going to have some flaming wasp coming up. Enjoy.
Hold it steady.
Bill, this is crazy. We could really get in trouble.
I won't tire you, Miss Warren, but it is important.
All right, Miss Starlin. I'll be in my room.
Zinthrop, you've got to help me. Something's happening. Something's happening to me. I can't control it.
There's something I must remember, but I can't.
Try to think. The wasp enzymes. The extracts you were experimenting with before the accident. Try to think.
Well, this is Zinthrop's notebook, Mary. Notes on his experiments with Jan.
Well, how did Cooper get hold of it?
I don't know. If only Coop would show up. Mary, look.
It's Mr. Cooper's pipe.
Don't you get it? He's going to go out without his pants and leave that pipe behind. He's still somewhere in the building. I bet a year's salary on it.
If he is.
He's dead. And the night watchman.
There's only enough left for one more injection. One more. You've got to make more, Zinthrop. Help me, Zinthrop.
Please, my head. Oh, my head.
Zinthrop, help me!
Oh,
Help me!
he asleep?
I don't know.
No, don't touch him.
If anybody knows what's behind all this, it's him. Mr. Zinthrop.
Bill. Look at...
Her coat, purse, and everything else are still in there. She wouldn't go out without her purse.
Bill, let's get out of here. I don't like it.
Cat. Cat. Must warn her.
Mr. Zinthrop.
Who are you?
Well, there's nothing to be alarmed about, Mr. Zinthrop. I'm Bill Lane, and this is Miss Dennison, Miss Starlin's secretary.
Miss Starlin. The cat.
What about a cat?
Must warn her. Injections. Must not take any more injections.
Is Miss Starlin in danger?
Terrible danger. I must...
Take it easy, Mr. Zinthrop. You're still pretty weak. Mary, see if you can get Jan on the phone.
No answer.
Oh, Miss Starlin? Is that you, Mary?
Where are you? We're in the building. We're in Mr. Zintrop's room. Something's happened down
Here,
here.
let me talk to her. Hello, Miss Starlin. This is Lane.
Why are you and Mary still in the building?
I myself. I'm
Don't let him get up,
responsible.
Mary.
I myself. I must not
I
hold
can't
her
explain
back.
now, Miss Starlin.
I must go.
Hang on to her.
I must help. You must not hold me back. I'm...
Mr. Zinthrop, we won't let anything happen to Miss Starlin.
Hello. Hello, Miss Starlin.
What's going on down there?
Stay in your office. I'll be right up. Keep an eye on Zinthrop, honey. I'm going upstairs.
Oh, no. No. The insects. The insects.
Take it easy, Mr. Zinthrop.
You do not understand. Miss Darling, she's in danger. I must warn her.
Look, I'll have to stay here. You go for Jan. When you get up there, call the police. You can't get outside on this phone.
All right, I'll hurry.
Not the police. No, the police.
What is this, Mary? Starlin, please. Will you please call the police? What for? Look, I don't have time to... Mary!
I'm sorry I had to do that. There's no time for hysteria. Now, what is this?
The enzymes. They've gone crazy.
Sure, Mr. Zinthrop. Now, you just relax and take it easy. Everything will be all right. We'll take care of those...
You do not understand. You do not understand that girl. You shouldn't have sent her upstairs. She's in danger. You must stop her before it is too late.
Okay, as soon as the cops get here, we'll take
Oh, you fool, you fool. Miss Darling will kill her and tear her body to shreds.
Starlin, kill Mary?
Miss Darling is not a human being any longer. The enzymes have changed her. She will destroy the girl as a female wasp would destroy her enemies, and then devour the remains.
Then Bill found Mr. Zinthrop's notebook in Cooper's desk. No, there's no mistake. We've got to call the police now.
Now, Mary, you're just getting a little excited. Who could possibly want to hurt Mr. Coop?
No. It's not only Mr. Cooper. What about...
Mary!
Wait. I'm going with you. I can't wait. I'm going to take the stairs.
Oh, look! Laboratory. She's gone to laboratory.
Get up the stairs fast.
Mary.
Hey, everybody, we're back on Chiller. That was it for Wasp Woman. What do you think, Doc?
Wah. Too bad for the Wasp Woman.
Oh, well, you know what? Rarely do the creatures like the Wasp Woman, there's rarely been a movie where the creature survives, other than, of course, all of the Japanese ones where the monsters live on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sequels.
Well, yeah, you got to have the sequel. And, you realize that in a lot of those, the monster is, in fact, good. Really kind of a half good, half, with a little bit of destruction along the way, but still an okay creature. Yet in most of the movies where the creature is, bothersome for mankind, rarely does the creature live in society. Generally, as in the case of the Wasp, things happen which cause them to go bye-bye. Much like we're going to go here in a moment. We'd like to thank you for watching tonight. Remember to tune in next week for The Brainiac, one of our favorite movies of all here. His tongue action is a little bit of foreshadowing, and we hope that you will enjoy that. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks to the sponsors. Thanks, Van Vredes. Thank you, television viewers. See you later. Bye.
Thanks for watching Ned the Dead and Doc Moreau.
Remember to check out their stuff at nedthedead.com.